Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? Today I'm going to react to and learn what it's really like living in London, okay? Cut through all the BS. What's it actually like? What really caught my eye was this thumbnail. Crime is rising. Interesting take. That gives me the impression, this video is not just going to be, the highlights of London. Everybody knows it's a beautiful city, awesome place to live. But I want to know the deeper story, the truth. Is crime actually rising? I don't know. Let's see.
What's one thing you love about London? What do you think of?
Let me. It's the new travel. That's who put up this video. Link down below. Check them out. Let's see.
London, do you like the city? Now, on the flip side, is there something you hate? Is there something you hate?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you from London?
Moved here 3 years ago.
3 years, okay.
Yeah.
What's one thing you love about London?
Probably the diversity and the amount of stuff going on. And
Super.
then, what was the other one? One thing I don't like.
Something you don't like?
Probably very related to that. It's just the busyness and can sometimes be quite intense.
Did you grow up in London?
That's a long story.
Oh, no problem. Tell me, what do you...
I've heard a lot of people complaining about the weather in London lately, like on TikTok. I don't know why. Just randomly on TikTok now, I've seen like 3 videos of people complaining about the weather. So I'm waiting for someone to say that. And it happens to be an ugly day on this day.
What do you love about London?
I love it because I live here.
What do you hate about London?
Too many other people live here.
Thank you so much.
And what are you doing, this university or?
I run a YouTube channel.
I love this lady.
So I've done similar things like in Montreal.
Well, it's so funny because I was stopped in the street, about a couple of months ago by some chap who was doing a thing about old people, you see. So
Certainly not what I'm doing.
No, so that's what he was doing. So my granddaughter suddenly sends me a WhatsApp thing. Dana, I just saw you on my podcast.
Well, I hope it was flattering. I hope they weren't making fun of old people.
I'm kind of distracted by this thing she's wearing. Is that this is like the ultimate rain suit. Maybe that's what you need if you're going to London, if you live there, huh? This is crazy.
No.
Never seen anything like that.
Okay. He was doing some research project.
Well, you must look approachable. You're getting you're getting famous.
Oh, I thought it went all the way down. Okay, it's just a rain jacket, people.
I suppose so.
Thank you. Have a great day.
But it is nice.
What's your name?
Inish.
Inish, what's something you love about London?
Something I love about London is the fact that it's a big melting pot. You just find people from all over the world, all around the world. Yeah, that's something we don't really have in Portugal.
The multiculturalism,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The one thing I love about London.
Good to see even after Brexit, it's still got that aspect of people working there from all over the EU.
It's history and it's culture, and that it's a welcoming space for everybody to come visit.
Now, on the flip side, is there something you hate about London?
I hate that everybody comes here to visit, and I hate that it's...
All the people like me.
No, I love everyone coming to visit. I hate that you have to pay so much to do cool stuff in London. Should be a lot cheaper.
Now, on the other side, is there something...
Man, I hate tourists too here in Indiana. I just can't get it's just all the tourists here, they come by once every century to see an eclipse. It's just hard to deal with, guys. So I can relate.
Something you hate?
Yes, if you take the undergrounds during rush hour, it's absolutely mental, absolutely chaotic. You feel like a sardine inside a tin. You just get all sweaty, and then
At least you have a freaking subway.
It's outside, it's really cold, so you don't really know how to dress up for the underground.
We enjoy it, that's it.
You're working in London?
Yeah.
But
Most of the time.
Okay. What's your name?
Michael Beckett.
Michael, what's one thing you love about London?
I just love London. It's the greatest city on earth. I forget who it is who said it. If you're tired of London, you're tired of life.
Oh, that's a cool quote. You know, I don't know what it is about that. It kind of makes me happy. Just, you know, I hope anybody who lives anywhere loves where they live, you know? Does that make sense? To say, oh, you know, it's the greatest city on earth. I appreciate that. Like, that's cool. I'm glad people are happy.
And that is absolutely true.
Wow. So everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 90 years old.
What? That's actually kind of crazy. I mean, obviously he's no spring chicken, but I would have thought he was like 72.
And 2 months ago. And
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and I worked at the Bank of Montreal in London.
Still younger than half of U.S. Congress.
And I'm just down here for an annual pensioners' lunch, which is just round the corner here. And I live in now in Exeter.
You won't believe it. I just got off a plane from Montreal. That's
you?
where I flew from.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, we're very much involved with Canada. One of my mother's sisters married a Canadian Army officer, lieutenant after the war, after the Second World War.
What's kind of standing out to me a little bit is people talk about how here in America, you know, Americans will make small talk with you and talk to you, and they say, oh, in London and, you know, other places in Europe, people are too busy and, you know, they don't just talk. But there's been multiple people that, like, just keep the conversation going.
And he was Lieutenant Colonel Reg Abrams, and he married my mother's sister, and he got me a job with the.
I just don't think those stereotypes are quite as true as people make it out to be, maybe. I mean, there's probably some truth to it, but it's not so different.
Bank of Montreal.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet you've seen a lot of changes in London over the years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with all the changes, no. Certainly the politics of it.
Is there one thing specific you dislike about London? One of the things that you wish were different?
Well, I don't like the political interference of, you know,
Yeah.
like the taxi driver couldn't drive here to the city because they've banned vehicles coming across London Bridge. As you can see, it's empty now.
Oh, I see.
But I mean, originally you just get a bus from the tube or a taxi, not a bus.
So a lot of bureaucracy, stuff
yeah,
like that.
there's too much bureaucracy, interference in daily life. Say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you ever go on YouTube. I could.
Has that got worse? I don't know exactly why would the taxi not be allowed across London Bridge? Is that something to do with Brexit? Probably not. It's definitely interesting.
I could tell you where to.
I hate politicians, so hey.
Yeah, there you are.
Michael Beckett, what a legend that guy was. I don't know if you saw that at the end. He took out his phone. He said, let me get a photo. He took a photo of me. He's like, you got the video, I'll take a photo.
Okay,
There you go.
Nice to see you. I do go on YouTube, yeah.
Are you from London? Are you visiting?
So we are visiting London.
Where are you from?
Sheffield.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, what's one thing you love about London?
Something that we love about London is it's very happening. So people are very happy, busy.
Yeah.
So it's a happening place.
Yeah.
That's something we like about London. And
See, I've heard the opposite, that people are like sad in London. She says they're happy. See, it's all there. Any different perspective can be true, you know what I mean?
that we don't like about London is something similar. It's very busy, really busy. People are really busy. And then
The one thing we like most is the mix of culture. I mean the versatility in in the city. It has so.
It's good to hear multiple people saying that, especially in today's political climate, where there's so much division and controversy around immigration and stuff, and it's not even just here in America. So it's cool to hear people saying, you know, they like the melting pot.
So many people, so many diverse culture, so many places to visit.
You said you're from Sheffield?
Yeah.
Is it less diverse? Is it like a different feeling?
Yeah,
What's I've never been there.
Yeah,
Sheffield is more like a steel, it's industrial base. So it's a steel city.
So,
It's
yeah.
more
I mean the population wise, the the people, there aren't many mix of people there in Sheffield.
Oh, very cool.
In London, it's like you can meet, you run into almost all the people in the world.
First of all, are you from London? Did you move here?
I moved here a year and a week ago.
A year and a week.
Yeah.
Awesome. So after a year in London, what do you love? What do you hate?
Food options, absolutely love. What do I hate? The tube. I hate getting on the tube.
Just too crowded, or what do you hate about it?
Too crowded, too hot, too busy. I like peaceful, quiet. So
I guess it's kind of like New York, where you have all sorts of different food options from different cultures and stuff.
yeah.
Maybe could you tell me in French what do you think of London? Do you like the city? Either one who would like to answer.
In French.
Oui.
On aime beaucoup Londres, on s'y sent bien, on pense même à y habiter un jour, si c'est possible. On aime l'ambiance, les gens, les choses à visiter.
Super. Maybe in Arabic, what do you think of London?
لندن مدينة جميلة جدا جدا، فيها كثير من البشر ولا فيها برشا حاجات نقدروا نعملوا فيها. أنا جاي من تونس ولقيت روح.
Okay, I understood the French. I have no idea. Could you tell me what you said?
Yeah. I said that London is a beautiful city, and there is a lot of people in this city, and it's very cosmopolitan city.
So you said you're an international student?
Yes.
Where are you from originally?
Canada.
Oh, I'm Canadian too.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm visiting from Montreal.
Oh, I'm from Toronto.
Very cool.
You know, sometimes it's hard for even me as an American to distinguish a Canadian accent. It's only certain words. Like, I thought she was American at first.
Okay, so you're from Toronto, you're in London.
Yeah.
What do you love about the city?
I love that you can walk to a lot of places. Like, I don't really mind taking like a 15-minute walk, especially when the weather is nice. Like, you don't do that.
Even compared to Toronto, she's saying you can walk a lot, which is interesting because as far as I know, Toronto is also very walker, biking, friendly, public transportation type stuff.
In Canada, you drive everywhere. Like, it doesn't matter if it's like a 10-minute walk, you'll drive.
Yeah, definitely a walking culture here.
Yeah, I like it here.
So Canada's more like America.
The rocket equation, it's a beautiful thing.
Side, is there something you hate?
One thing that I hate about London would probably be just how often it's raining. It's like...
There it is. I was waiting for that.
Gloomy all the time. And today the weather's...
You know what? I'm curious. Let's see. Do you think it's raining in London right now? I'm going to say no. It's about to. Oh, well, it's going to. But look at that. The rest of the week is clear. A brisk 57.
Great, but usually it's not that great.
Very cool. So Toronto's also a big city. Do you have like a favorite, or is that too hard to ask?
Toronto, it's like
Toronto versus London. Any thoughts? Obviously, walkability. Anything else that's like super different here?
Okay, Toronto versus London. I think that I like how the streets look better in London. I think in Toronto it gets a lot more crowded in a bigger area. You know how here it's like only in like sections and stuff.
She's Canadian. Of course she's going to say your city is more beautiful.
I think it might be cheaper to live in Toronto. That's one thing.
I think anywhere might...
Cheaper to live in Toronto.
Might be cheaper than here.
I think a lot of places are cheaper than London.
Oh, I didn't realize. I mean, I'm sure, obviously, rent and house prices are probably outrageous in London. I can't even imagine housing. But I don't know about everything else. Is everything expensive? Kind of like California here.
But yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me think about.
The hate comes before the love.
Well, yeah, because yeah.
Are you from London?
I'm born and bred.
Born and bred.
Listen to
Beautiful.
the accent. Yeah.
What do you love about London?
The thing I love about London is always something to do. Always. Never get bored with London.
Beautiful.
And the reason I don't like it
Uh-huh.
is probably the crime levels. Yeah, that's what I don't like.
You said you were born here. Have you seen a change in that? Has it got worse? Has it always been this way?
I think it's got worse. That's. I think it has.
Yeah.
But there again, we're all on social media so much, so we're all aware of just.
Oh my God, that's so true. That's so true. It's like people have this perspective, and I'm not talking about heaven, but here in America, people have this perspective that like shit is going to hell here in America. Other Americans, they're like, oh my God, the crime, you know, the amount of brutality and stuff. And it's like, maybe there's truth to that, but also it doesn't help that 1,000 videos are posted to TikTok. Actually, the same video is posted 1,000 times to TikTok and Twitter, and it's, you know, from any random little town here in America, and it gets blown up across the entire United States, and everybody's like, oh my God, everything is falling apart. And I do think social media plays a huge aspect in that.
What crime's taking place. If social media wasn't there, we wouldn't be so aware.
That's a good point. Yeah, sometimes you wonder if it's just the perception. Yeah.
You do, yeah. That's right. So
cool.
yeah.
What was your name?
Steve.
Steve. Thanks a lot, Steve.
All right, thank you then.
Appreciate it.
Before we go, I got to give a quick shout out to St. Christopher's Village Inn. This is a hostel in central London, short walk from London Bridge and all that stuff. And they gave me a free stay to help me.
Oh, there you go. That was a really interesting video. I love to see the perspective straight from the Londoners. That 90-year-old man seemed more clear-headed than most 60-year-olds. Haha. Yeah, more clear-headed than half of Congress. Wow, there's no way the 90-year-old gentleman looks that old. More like in his 60s. I'd say 70s, but that's still 20 years younger. Like, that's unbelievable. That's what all these comments are about. That's insane. He's got more hair than me at 90 years freaking old. That's what I'm mad about. Let me go to him again. Crazy. What are they doing over there in London? It's because you guys don't refrigerate your eggs. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.